I am here to introduce you to a brand new product that we are launching this month, and it is called CareerSpaces. There it is there. So what is CareerSpaces, first of all? It is a private candidate tracking system between companies and candidates. Now, before I go into the product, I want to actually give you a bit of background into why we actually developed this and why I'm here today. Well, about a year ago, we actually went out to the marketplace, myself and my two colleagues, and we went and met a lot of people that are in this room today. And we went and asked, what are the issues you are having, and what do you think the issues are over the next couple of years with in-house recruitment? And there were three themes that kind of kept reoccurring that we seemed to notice. So we said, let's try and build a product around these three themes. And those three things are the role of mobile. How are we going to really embrace mobile in terms of recruitment? The second one was an over-reliance on LinkedIn. The third one was, of course, the one we've heard today a good bit about, is the candidate experience. So what we tried to do is try and build this product around these key issues. So the first I'm going to talk about is LinkedIn. As we all know, LinkedIn is a fantastic product. Started out as a social network for professionals many years ago. I'm sure many of you use this for your recruitment every single day. However, from the candidate's point of view, it does not have the same meaning. Do you know that, I'm sure you know this already, that on LinkedIn, the top two most used features are actually the groups and also searching for other people. So essentially, it is about self-promotion in the groups and also about research as well. Looking for a job is way down, not even at the top 10 most used features. 1 in 4 person on LinkedIn actually uses it for job search. Now, here's where we think that there potentially could be a problem with LinkedIn in the future. At the moment, everyone is very, very happy to have a public profile with all their details up to date on it. With the more noise that is appearing on LinkedIn and with the more invasion of your privacy, there is potentially a move for people to go into something more niche or potentially something private. So what we have built is a private candidate tracking system. It's a private online profile that a candidate can share with companies. And only the company and the candidate actually get to see this. As LinkedIn, I'm sure it takes up a huge amount of your budgets. The question I would love to ask you guys today is, have you got a plan B for potentially if it does not work out as well over the next couple of years? Or is there any other technologies you can use to try and get your talent pool? Can you engage your talent actually on LinkedIn? You know, I know there's talent pipeline, but is this real candidate engagement? Or is it just to update something, let's try and talk to them or call them? Is that really keeping a conversation alive? I don't think it really is. And that's what we're here today to try and show you our product can do that. The second thing I'm going to talk about is mobile. I've been to lots of events over the last 9 months, and I see very familiar faces here today. And one of these themes I keep hearing is mobile. What are we doing in mobile? How are we engaging people on mobile? Of course, the ATSs have mobile interfaces. But is there a real candidate interface on mobile? There isn't one yet, but in the States, they're ahead of us. You may have seen last week a company raised $10 million just to try and make a better mobile interface to help candidates apply for jobs. In the UK, we're behind this. We have built a platform which has got a mobile-first interface for candidates to try and answer this question. All the candidates are walking around with mobile phones in their pocket. How are you guys engaging with them? Can you do it through a mobile application on its own, or do you want to do it through a platform that they're using anyway, which hopefully will be CareerSpaces? The third thing I want to talk about is candidate experience. We all know the issues that ATSs have had over the last number of years about candidate experience. You only have to, in some research for this speech today, I actually did some research and I typed in, I won't name the ATS, but I'm sure you know the one I'm talking about. I just typed in that word, pissed off, and I got all these quotes, okay, from candidates. I even found one, there was a whole blog dedicated to, I won't say the name of it, but it was this blog, it was a whole blog dedicated called This ATS Sucks. And some of the things people were saying about it, I was like, that poor company, you know, there should be much more of a conversation. That experience should be fantastic. This is your employer branding. So that's why we've created something that actually looks and feels like Web 2.0. Everybody that you're trying to hire at the moment, you know, they're all using these social networks. This is how they talk to each other. They don't email each other and text each other anymore. They're networking over Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. So we've put all these, the best parts of these, into this platform to allow you guys to talk to these people on a platform like this. can I give you an example of where we see like CareerSpaces really helping? For example, I'm going to look at a big accounting firm like PwC. 2 years ago, they hired 1,200 graduates, which is actually the record ever. However, there was 33,000 applicants, which is, I found, absolutely incredible. Now, what happened to those graduates after they, those guys who didn't get the job? Those silver medalists, as we heard Nina talking about earlier on. Obviously, you do not want to track all 33,000 of those people because that's just not going to be a good return on investment. However, those silver medalists, how do you keep on engaging them? Well, with CareerSpaces, we have a solution whereby anybody that's actually applied for your graduate program and doesn't get it, or maybe went for someone else, they can actually stay in touch with you. You can give them updates. They have this mobile phone interface that they're getting updates from your company and other companies as well. So when the time comes, whenever they may be unhappy or they want to move, you can talk to them on this platform and not have to go and look up LinkedIn or go and email them. Why are we emailing these people? They get so much email. Let's try and talk to them in a different way. Let's try and network with them. And here's where the beauty of this will work. I'm sure all of you are on Facebook. How many of you have had a cousin or a friend you haven't seen in a couple of years, but you just don't want to ring up and talk to them because you don't have enough to say? But what you do is you like a comment, or you made a comment and now comment on Facebook, and suddenly you feel at ease. You feel as if they're in your consciousness and vice versa. This is what this platform can do as well. It can keep your brand in the consciousness of the people who are engaged on it as well. When the time comes that you want to try and hire them back, you can actually just talk to them on this platform. So PwC, they reckon that they can get a return on investment of over 500%, they said in 2011, on their graduate program. So every pound they invest, they get 530 back after 20 months, they said. We believe that with the use of CareerSpaces, we're continuing engaging with these silver medalists and potentially bronze medalists and trying to get them back to engagement on the platform. We can raise that to well over 1,000%. So in terms of reducing costs, it's really a no-brainer. And in terms of employer branding, it's also a fantastic way to stay in the minds of these candidates who are only talking on these platforms anyway. So I just wanted to introduce it to you today, and we are giving demos down the very end on the right-hand side. And please, if you want us to come to your office, I have a scooter, so I'll be there in 10 minutes, no problem at all. And we can just show it to you, and we can try and work with you and see how it might work for your business. Because we're very excited by this. We are very passionate about helping the recruitment space move forward, and we're using all the skills that we have learned from our social media backgrounds and our backgrounds in helping with talent pooling to help your businesses move forward and to try and keep engaged with the candidates of today. So that was probably a bit less than 10 minutes, but I told you I wasn't going to pitch to you. I was just going to talk to you. So thank you very much.